Wherever we go, there it is with us. Whatever we do to it also. It is always with us, is the more important part of us. Figuratively speaking, it drinks of the cup we drink, it partakes of the food we eat, it lives the life we lead. It has no choice of its own, and at best it can only urge us to do otherwise when we are in the wrong. This soul is the real. It continues to exist long after the mind and body with its thoughts and desires have passed away. But unfortunately for itself, it must continue to live that which the temporal, the personality, has made it, until it can free itself of this undesirable inheritance. The unawakened soul lives in a darkness as of night. Yet no night can be so dark as to prevent the soul from seeking light and constantly urging the mind to bring it the light. The Nazarenes well said, "Though our evils be crimson, they may be made white as snow. The thoughts made pure, the desires made lofty, and the aspirations noble will transmute the dark evils into the purity of the whiteness of snow, and the soul will arise in the glory of light." We owe to ourselves, to the world we live in, and above all else, to the soul, the best we are capable of doing. Once we earnestly strive to bring this about, we find that the effort is a good investment mentally, materially, and spiritually. Our thoughts are continually portrayed by our attitude toward humanity. However, evil humanity with whom they associated, the world saviors and initiates always display humility, compassion, and a deep sorrow when it's such surroundings. If we think love, if we feel affection, sympathy, and compassion, then it is certain that we display it for the unfortunate, though in no sense condoning their evil. This attitude will develop within us as the Christic soul, and we, more than others, will benefit as a result of the good we try to accomplish, the changes for the welfare of others we try to bring about. The philosophy of the soul, of Christic endeavor and accomplishment, is not an external effort enforced by superficial ceremony. It first of all is the philosophy that influences the mind to think correctly and constructively, thereby reaching the heart and finally the soul. Such an attitude and philosophical teaching does not condense wrong or evil. Individuals who are converted to such a philosophy are uncompromising to those who do otherwise than good. But this does not suggest that we do not have a kindly thought or even those who act destructively. It is not the personality against whom we would wage a war of eradication, but against the evils themselves. All the philosophical, religious pretenses and smug hypocrisy is impotent to create a beautiful soul. It is only by the knowledge of what constitutes true religious thought that we can be brought face to face with what we really are. And until we have this knowledge, we can have little or no conception of our littleness, nor yet of what we might be. When we do so meet ourselves, then we will analyze ourselves, and as a result, learn to know both our strength and our weakness. We will have obeyed the ancient command, "Man, know thyself," and we will set about to change that in us with which we are not pleased, or that of which we are downright ashamed. The great Tolstoy thought, um, the great Tolstoy, though not a religionist, wrote truthfully, "If we begin to live rightly as Christ, the Nazarene, taught us, we could no longer continue to live wrongly." This is not smugness. It is a philosophical, spiritual awareness. To begin to live as not only the Nazarene, but all of the true initiates taught us, we must first begin to think rightly. This will awaken different desires within us. We will shortly begin to comprehend that so living brings a peace and contentment heretofore unknown, together with a strength that is capable of resisting all evil and aggression against us. The Christ, which is the light, implying the presence of the Holy Ghost, is the illuminator of both mind and soul. What seek ye? The answer must always be light, ever more light. Light is the illuminator, it is the descending of the Holy Ghost. Darkness, always symbolic of evil, forever is trying to envelop us and to outshadow the light. Darkness is without form, is void and in chaos. Yet it embraces all things until the Spirit of God, the light which is on neither land nor sea, moves upon it, dispels the darkness, and illuminates the shadows. We must take the self to task for every thought, every spoken word, and every desire. Eliminate all that belongs to unkindness, antagonism, judgment, and coolness of heart. Eliminate all the evils and dark passions from the mentality, preventing the divine fire to enter and illuminate the darkness, so that wisdom will find an abiding place in the light. The light of reason, wisdom, understanding, and love is latent in all men, but there must be an awakening, an acceptance, an application of the law which bring understanding. So long as there is a mind which can think and reason, there is the power and the possibility of attaining perfection. Man, you are the thinker. The builder of the soul, be exalted in thought and noble actions. You, the thinker, can build as beautifully and as perfectly as Solomon of old builded his temple as a fit place for the soul. The same plans made and specifications are yours for the acceptance. You are neither less nor greater than was he. You have the same opportunity and you are just as capable. Accept and it shall be so. In the ancient legend of Osiris and Isis, Osiris married his sister Isis. This symbolically indicates that in the building or creation of an illuminated, acoustic soul, you are both Father Osiris and Mother Isis, and that these two natures, the builder and the affection, the masculine and the feminine, must be awakened and act harmoniously. Then is born the soul which, like the Christ child, bears the crown of glory, the emblem of light, the illumination. Your efforts may bring you some pain and sorrow because you had become a part of that which must be eliminated, changed, and ennobled. All birth or change is painful, but the joy resulting from bringing forth the light, as did the Creator when he separated the darkness, will doubly reward you. And know this, the sufferings and sorrows will be as nothing compared to those that would ultimately, possibly soon, come upon you. Did you not make the effort? The attainment of conscious individuality may require great effort and a degree of self-denial, but the crown of illumination of being enveloped by the cloak of light is well worth it and will bring you the mystical waters of life, the life that is eternal, the mantle that is immortality.